Hi, I'm Rafael and I'm with IPoly and this is News Desk. Starting us off, Matthew and Luis will be talking about equity rights.
Hi, IPoly. I'm Serena. I'm the education specialist here at IPoly, and I'm also the advisor for CSS, or Collaborative Student Success, and I'm here to help support students.
So what is this event?
So, we're really excited. Collaborative Student Success, IPoly's ASB, and IPoly EDI are all collaborating to create an event that centers on advocacy, self-advocacy, and advocacy for things that students care about. It's really about amplifying students' voices and teaching students how to use their communication tools to change a reactive response to something that might be negative to something that's proactive, and demonstrating how students can take control of their lives and things around them by identifying, well, what can they change?
What should students look forward to?
Okay. What students should be able to look forward to for this week-long advocacy awareness week is a kickoff on Monday in the NPR, where there's going to be an informational session going over what exactly advocacy is, defining different forms of advocacy, as well as providing actually accessible steps that students can take to become better advocates, both for themselves and for causes they care about. Next, Tuesday through Friday, there's going to be a butcher paper in the shape of IPoly, where students can participate in our heart dump. This is an interactive activity where we're encouraging students to identify what's on their hearts, what would they like to advocate about. Because one of the first steps is a reflective process of figuring out, okay, so what would I like changed, or and what's something that I could use help changing with. And that kind of segues into our event at the end of the week on Thursday. During lunch, there's going to be booths set up in the quad, kind of similarly to Club Fair, where we're going to have students invited to engage in discussions and activities to work on advocacy.
Now on to the next segment will be the buffet with Matthew and Curtis.
Hey, so if you didn't know, there's a buffet at Cal Poly. It's an $11 entry, and honestly, it's a huge selection of food. Last week I went on 2 different days, and each time there was an assortment of different options. There are a few constants such as the drinks that they have, the salad bar, sushi, the sandwich station, and the pizza. On Tuesday, they had egg rolls, noodles, taro milk tea, and Thai iced tea. Unfortunately, tea left, but I was able to get a little bit of what was left and mix it with some soft serve to make a pretty good looking float. The next time I went, they had penne pasta, pizza, and sushi. The pizza was really good since I got it when they had just taken it out of the oven. And the sushi had eel sauce and spicy mayo on top and wasabi if you asked for it, which also came out really good. They also had an assortment of desserts such as cake, jello, soft serve, and a bunch of cookies. My friend got a sandwich from the sandwich station, and it was pretty interesting and pretty fun to watch how they made it and what it looked like while they were making it. All in all, I would definitely recommend going since the food there was pretty good and was definitely worth the price. Now, back to News Desk.
Next up will be Luis and Paiza talking about mass fishing.
Hi, I'm here with
Mr. Anipol.
So, Mr. Anipol, do you know what mass fishing is?
I have no idea. I barely know what bass fishing is. What is bass fishing?
So, mass fishing is when someone doesn't look how you think they would under a mask. So it's kind of like misleading how they would look from under the mask with their mask on.
Okay.
So, do you believe you are a mass fishy?
Probably not. I don't know.
Probably not.
I didn't have to think about it until like 5 seconds ago. So.
Would you be willing to do a mask reveal or an unmasked reveal?
Sure.
Okay, drum roll please. Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Annapol.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm here with.
Caleb?
So, Caleb, do you know what mask fishing is?
Yes.
Do you mind informing the viewers what it is?
So like mask fishing is basically like someone who looks like good while they're wearing a mask, but when they take it down, you realize that they don't look as good as they do when the mask is on.
Okay, so Caleb, now that I do know you know the definition, do you believe you are a mask fisher?
Not really, no.
Mind showing them pearly whites? Boom, shakalaka. There goes the dynamite. Hi, I'm
Stella, and I'm with.
Vinny.
Hey, so do you know what mask fishing is?
Yes I do. It's when someone who has a mask on doesn't look like how you think they would with their mask off.
So, can you take off your mask, please?
Something brand new.
Oh my god!
With the shape of you.
Thank you.
I consent to this.
Hi, I'm with.
Anya?
Do you know what mask fishing is?
I do. Yes, yes.
Can you explain what mask fishing is?
Mask fishing is the misleading of someone's face by wearing a face mask.
So, I have a quick question. Do you think you're a mask fisher?
I think so, yeah. No, actually, no, I don't. No.
Can you take off your mask real quick? Thank you.
Thank you.
Wrapping us up will be Anthony and Daniel talking about IN elective Model UN.
Hey guys, Anthony here, and for this week's IN elective, we'll be looking at Model UN. All right, and now we're here with
Zach?
So I heard you're in Model UN, Zach. Why did you choose this elective?
Well, I did the summer program and I really enjoyed it. And I also enjoyed Mr. McKinney teaching the class. And I thought that it was going to give me a lot of good skills that I'll need later, like for college, like research skills and public speaking skills. And it has, so it's pretty good.
Okay, that's really good. I heard you won an award. What did you win?
Well, I won the Most Outstanding Delegate Award, which is under Best Delegate, which is the highest honor at a Model United Nations conference. And that basically means that overall, my research, my diplomacy skills, and my speeches were better than most.
Oh, that's good for you. Good for you. Where did you win this award?
Well, our conference, the first conference we did was online. So we all met up here at school. And there were 7 of us, and Mr. McKinney and Mr. West, and it was pretty fun because we got in and out, so that was really fun.
That does sound fun. Good for you. What was it like?
It was really weird because it was online, so it's just like you're kind of like looking at faces of people, but I think it was better that my first one was online because it was kind of less pressuring than it would be sitting and speaking in front of people. You're just speaking to a screen, so it's kind of a little bit more relieving.
Okay. For this class, what are you looking forward to in the future?
I'm looking forward to going to more Model UN conferences. I really enjoyed my first one, and there are talks about making Model UN a club, so that'd be really fun if we become a club.
Okay, you sound like a really good student. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're here with
Nathan.
So Nathan, as a freshman, you're new to IPoly. You see this elective. Why did you choose it?
Well, I really like geography, so I decided to join Model UN because I just really think that you get to learn more about the world around you.
That's good. Learning is always good, Nathan. All right, in the class, what do? Do you guys work as groups? Do you work by yourself? Explain.
Typically, we're divided up by countries. So, for example, we'll search we'll get a country assigned to us, and then we split off into groups based on what country you got.
Interesting. All right, and lastly, do you enjoy this class? What's your favorite part about it?
I think my favorite class is just being able to travel, and we do a lot of conferences normally. So we get to go see and meet new people and see a bunch of new faces,
That's good. Thank you for your time, Nathan.
Thank you.
Wow, that was really interesting. Thank you to Model UN for letting us interview you. Now back to the news desk.
Hello, IPoly. February is Black History Month, and this year's theme is Black Health and Wellness. Numerous Black scholars and medical practitioners have left their footprint behind in history by furthering medical knowledge and uplifting their community in order to foster good health and wellness for Black people. Besides their contributions to Western medicine, this year's Black History Month also acknowledges other Native activities the Black diaspora has done to be well.
Leonidas Harris Berry is one of the Black pioneers of Western medicine. During the 1950s, Berry worked in Chicago to make hospitals more inclusive for Black physicians and to increase facilities in underserved parts of the city. He was active in the civil rights group called the United Front, and in 1970 helped organize the Flying Black Medics, a group of Black practitioners who flew from Chicago to Cairo to bring medical care and health education to members of remote communities. One notable Black female physician was Marilyn Houston Gaston Hughes. Gaston's groundbreaking study of sickle cell disease in 1986 led to a national sickle cell disease screening program for newborns and the widespread use of penicillin to prevent infection from sepsis in children. In 1990, Gaston became the first Black female physician to be appointed director of the Health Resources and Services Administration Bureau of Primary Health Care. She has been honored with every award the Public Health Service has ever bestowed.
Many other Black medical pioneers have helped the community, but unfortunately the struggle still continues for African Americans to this day, which is why it's important to know and celebrate February being Black History Month.
Hello and welcome everybody. I am Rona Lisa Peretti, and here in this very NPR, in just a couple of weeks, we will be hosting the Putnam County Spelling Bee. There will be many contestants, but only one can prevail. In fact, since it's our silver anniversary, the Putnam Commentaries are offering a scholarship to that very winner. And once they win, they will be able to hold this marmot wreath. Put it down.
But it's so shiny.
If you win, then you can hold it. For now, put the trophy down. That was Leaf Coney Bear, one of our contestants. While I'm on the subject, our comfort counselor is Michelle Mahoney. She's here doing her service hours. Hello, Michelle. It's Mitch. Yes. Would you like to say a couple words, Mitch? If you lose, you get a hug and a juice box. Thank you. Let me introduce you to a couple of our other contestants. Miss Logan Swartz of Gryffindor and Chip Latino.
It's good to be back, Miss Peretti. I'm gonna win nationals this year. I've been practicing and focusing on.
I just like this opportunity to say that just because I'm the youngest competitor in this spelling bee does not mean my voice shall not be heard. The voting age in America is outrageous. Thank you, Logan, but we're running short on time. Let me introduce you to the last of our contestants, Olive Strosky. Olive? Oh, there you are. Would you like to say something? Hi. I like to snow. Thank you. William Barfy.
You pronounce Barfay. There is an accent I need.
I apologize. And last but definitely not least, Miss Marcy Park. Pleasure. She's all business. I'm not. 3 lucky audience members will have a chance to win the Putnam Spelling Bee each and every night, so make sure you'll be there.
This will be all for this episode of IPoly. Thank you for watching.